Welcome back to Throttle Future, and today we're taking a deep dive into one of Kawasaki's most iconic retro machines, the 2026 Kawasaki W800. This bike isn't trying to be futuristic, it isn't trying to dominate performance charts, and it definitely isn't chasing the technology race. Instead, it proudly embraces the past, bringing the soul of the 1960s into a machine built with today's engineering precision. If you're someone who values pure riding pleasure, mechanical simplicity, and timeless design, this is a motorcycle that may hit you right in the emotions. So let's break down the new W800 and detail its engine, performance, design updates, comfort, features, price, and what truly makes it stand out in today's crowded retro market. The heart of the 2026 W800 remains the legendary 773cc air-cooled vertical twin, a power plant that continues to define this motorcycle's identity. Kawasaki knows that W800 buyers want character, not excessive horsepower. So instead of chasing big numbers, they focused on refinement. The engine produces around 52 horsepower and 62 Nm of torque, nothing extreme, but the delivery is smooth, linear, and incredibly nostalgic. You feel a gentle pulse through the handlebars, the subtle vibration of a true retro twin, and that unmistakable mechanical sound created by the bevel gear-driven camshaft. Kawasaki has refined the throttle response for 2026. Giving it a cleaner low-end pull and a more controlled feel during city riding. This is not a bike for speed junkies, but for riders who want to enjoy the road at a relaxed, confident pace. On the performance side, the W800 rides exactly how a retro bike should: stable, predictable, and beautifully balanced. The double cradle steel frame gives it old-school rigidity, while the revised rear shocks for 2026 offer slightly better absorption without losing the classic feel. The 5-speed gearbox remains deliberately traditional: long gears, smooth shifts, and a calm cruising attitude at 68-70 miles per hour. Kawasaki has also improved the ABS calibration for more natural braking force, particularly at slower speeds where many riders felt the older model was too sensitive. Everything about this bike is engineered to deliver an easy, enjoyable riding experience. It's not meant to attack corners aggressively, but it handles well enough to feel confident through twisty routes, especially with its well-balanced weight distribution. Now let's talk about what the W800 does best: to design. Kawasaki stayed faithful to the retro look that fans love but introduced subtle touches that refine the whole machine. The 2026 model keeps the classic round headlamp, now more efficient with upgraded LED internals, but it still holds on to the chrome bezel that defines its vintage personality. You get spoked wheels, chrome fenders, a sculpted teardrop fuel tank, and high-quality metal components that feel premium in every sense. New color options for 2026 include a stunning heritage green, a rich metallic brown, and a limited black and gold scheme that instantly stands out. Kawasaki has also added slightly thicker chrome on several surfaces for better long-term durability, a detail retro enthusiasts will definitely appreciate. The ergonomics are built with comfort in mind. The seat uses updated foam for better long-distance support, and the upright riding posture gives you a relaxed natural position. This bike is perfect for riders who want to cruise all day without fatigue. The handlebar reach feels neutral, allowing both tall riders and shorter riders to feel at home. Kawasaki also improved the engine mounts, reducing vibrations at mid-range speeds, which was a small issue in earlier models. Now the ride feels smoother, making highway cruising even more enjoyable. Feature-wise, the W800 keeps things intentionally simple. You won't find multiple ride modes, traction control settings, or complicated electronics. Instead, you get a beautifully classic dual analog cluster with a small digital display for essentials like fuel level and trip meters. Kawasaki did add a discrete USB-C port for charging devices, something many retro bikes still skip. The W800 is proof that simplicity doesn't mean outdated, it means clean, focused, and distraction-free riding. On the road, the W800 feels like a motorcycle that wants you to slow down, take in the scenery, and enjoy the pure mechanical experience. The exhaust note is mellow, deep, and unmistakably vintage. The handling is relaxed and stable, and the overall presence of the bike makes it feel like a work of craftsmanship rather than a mass-produced machine. Riders who appreciate raw feedback and old-school riding manners will immediately connect with the personality of the W800. Now, let's talk price. The 2026 Kawasaki W800 comes in at around $10,499, depending on region and color. This places it in a competitive spot among retro motorcycles, but few offer the same combination of authenticity, craftsmanship, and mechanical character. You're not just paying for specs, you're paying for the experience, the style, and a level of mechanical purity that's becoming harder to find in today's market. What truly sets the W800 apart in 2026 is its honesty. It isn't pretending to be modern. It isn't pretending to be fast. It isn't pretending to offer cutting-edge tech. It simply delivers a genuine, raw, beautifully crafted classic riding experience, and that's something only a few bikes today can claim. Riders who choose this motorcycle value the soul of the ride, the heritage behind the engineering, and the simplicity of a true retro machine made with modern reliability. If you love classic design, if you love relaxed riding, and if you love motorcycles that feel like machines instead of computers, the 2026 Kawasaki W800 stands out as one of the most authentic retro choices you can buy today. And that's why it continues to hold a special place in the hearts of riders worldwide.